So it seems to be going off quite a lot. The pushback is beginning. People are going out and protesting, and it'll usually probably turn rough, I'd imagine. They went to Downing Street yesterday. I think Danny organised that one, and there's a lot of arrests. The two-tier policing system seems to be quite obvious to anybody who just looks at the way they turn out. Say, for instance, we put a protest on. They'll turn out with their helmets on, the shields, all the padding, and batons drawn. When it's, say, for instance, the religion of peace, they'll always give it a softly because they're terrified of them. Now, we find ourselves in a catch-22. There was some guy that pulled apart my video and says that either I haven't got a clue what I'm doing or I'm trying to incite violence. No, I'm not. I think his idea was, if we just do nothing, that'll be all right. Or moreover, if we just do nothing, it will be all right until I'm gone, and then after I'm gone, I don't care. Well, there are people like me and many others like me who want to hand the next generation a country worth, pardon me, living in. Sorry, what you've been doing, makes sense. So that's the problem we have. So we're obviously worried about demographics, the future, how things are going to happen. Now, the person said that if we come out and get a bit lively and protest and violence occurs, then they will incite martial law, which is what they want. Yeah, I am aware of that. But just sitting back and doing nothing and letting Islam take over, and it's not even doing it peacefully. If it was doing it just purely through breeding us out, then it would be bad. But people would probably cope with that a lot better. I wouldn't, by the way. But there's so many of them that want to get violent, and so many of them that want to prove to Allah that they can make it to his place. And by the way, there's only so many spaces, and that was agreed many years ago. So whether there's any spaces left for them, I don't know. So you have to do something quite extreme to get in there. You're not just guaranteed. Now, if we do nothing, then the kids will end up getting served up. All right, many women will be raped, and the system itself is geared up to look after pretty much everybody else but us. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about white people here. I'm talking about the average, good, honest person who lives in Britain, who pays his taxes, goes to work, minds his own business, all the people that are also, you know, now on the six. I'm not picking on just people who work. I'm just saying the normal people that want to go about their life, that want to abide by the law, do the right thing, and quite liked England the way it was. I'm talking about that. Those are the people that the politicians and the system, the police, etc. hate. Why? I could go into it. There's 101 reasons, but they do. And it's obvious just by the way they act and their policies and the way they enact things. Now, if we come out and protest, yes, they probably will end up cracking down on us, and then we could end up with martial law. But there is a possibility that if we did enough, right, of standing up for ourselves, telling the government we're not happy by other means other than voting. I'm talking about feet on the ground, all right? I'm not talking about smashing the place up, right, and looting or whatever. I'm not talking about that, right? So don't think I am, because it won't help our cause. However, we will be met by all sides with aggression, and that's something you've got to be prepared of. Now, if I was to listen to this guy correctly and we do nothing until he's dead, then we're still going to be left with an even bigger problem. If we stand up for what's right and do the right thing, that's all I'm asking, do the right thing. If we do that, then we stand more of a chance than just letting them take over anyway, all right? But it is, I think you call a catch-22 system. Seems like you can't win no matter what you do. And that's the way they created it. That was the way it was meant to be. But if everybody all over Europe push back, which they're going to, it's inevitable. They're not just going to say, all right, make us your bitches. Do whatever you want. All right, we'll all become Islamic. Will that make you happy? Because it won't, all right? You can't appease a bully. And you can't appease the government. You can only make sure the government knows it's in their best interest to do what you tell them, all right? You as the people, not one person, all right? So that's the direction we'll end up going in. Yeah, just doing a video.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
So we're doing BMA after that, yeah?
Yeah.
You do some job,
Yeah. B&A.
is it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Mario. Sorry about that. Well, I am at work. Somebody was saying, they posted in my Discord server, I have a Discord server where you can come and chat with each other. Just don't post stupid shit, for fuck's sake, because effectively it reflects back on me. He was saying that why is it that so many of the people that we hold up high, why is it that so many people that are supposed to be British freedom fighters all go over and wear an Israel t-shirt and kiss the wall? I'll let you work that out for yourself, all right? But you have to understand, they may be organised, they may be paid for by somebody else or whatever it is, but if they are bringing the facts to you and they are uniting people and making them aware, is it a bad thing? I'm not saying it's a good thing, but if they're able to wake the people up, then the people will probably go down the same route as me and many others. They'll start to research stuff, they'll start to look into stuff, they'll start to see who's with what group and why, and where are these people's priorities, where do their allegiances lie and stuff like that. They'll find that in their own time. So all these people that are going, oh well, that's a Mossad agent or that whatever, they could well be, they might not be, all right, chances are they could well be. But if they are waking the sleeping people up, because they did me, right? The people you're talking about, it woke me up, all right, and it got me on this track. This and a mate of mine who was a lot more further down the road than me. Let's just make sure we're off break. You know, I call some of these channels and some of these YouTubers and some of these public celebrities or whatever you want to call them a stepping stone, the beginning. And what people will do then is, as they wake up, they'll do their own research and they'll move on to people who they trust more, or they'll look into stuff themselves and work out for themselves what they think. So many of these household names are useful as a stepping stone to something else. So we have to look at that, all right? Yeah, they may be making a lot of money. Yeah, they may be pushing Islam is the only problem because those people who fund them want everybody to think that Islam is the only problem, but they're a stepping stone, and as people will learn that, they'll learn all the other bits that go along with it, and we'll have a much more enlightened and educated population, which is the last thing the system wants. But whatever. Anyway, there it is. Catch-22. We're in it, and we'll have to deal with it. All right? Speak to you in a bit.